Welcome to the replay. Amanda, do you have your garage band open?
No, but I can.
This time we don't have to start it right away. I just need to remember to start it. Yeah, I'm gonna get some posts going. If
Yarp.
Work. Amanda, I have some real good posts coming up this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure they will be interesting, and I will totally remember the context to all of them. Because that's the way it usually goes. Where I'm like, wait, when? Did I say that? Did you say that? What were we talking about? You know. We do it, and then we immediately erase it from our brains.
Yeah, that's true.
There are already 4 people here.
Already 4 people?
One of them is John Haight.
John, you're here.
He says, I said I would be here, and here I am.
That is true. And Tom is here, and Josh is here, and Alec is here.
Yep.
And you and I are here for the first time in a while.
I know. That's true. Those guys have been more regular than we have lately.
That's true. Okay.
Oh, here, I'm going to update the numbers on our...
Oh, thank you, because I put things I wanted to talk about, but I did not update.
Well, I remember looking at that and going, is that... I always have to go to YouTube and check, like, what was the last one we did? So I only know it needs to be updated because I have the YouTube open and it says 44. So...
Oh, I should probably turn my phone off, especially if I'm going to set it right in front of my microphone.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
There we go. Skip it. Skip it.
You're dumb.
I can't help it. It got stuck in my head.
It's the thing that happens.
Oh man, I am loving this picture. Did you see the? It's the face I made at the very beginning is the picture for the stream.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Because I had closed my browser, and so I didn't have Twitter open. But now it is. There's your face.
There is my face. Okay, give me just a second. I will be right back.
Sure.
I'm going to try to leave without revealing that I'm not wearing pants.
You just revealed it. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But
like you ever wear pants.
It. Suck it, fuckers.
Fuck it, suckers. Either one. They both work.
Okay. I think I just needed water.
Pants, maybe?
No. Okay, I think all I needed was water, but I can't legitimately remember. And when I asked Sean, he just kept saying pants, and I was like, no. I don't need those.
No.
I'm like a news anchor.
Yeah, you never wear pants.
Yeah, you only see from here up.
Yeah.
There's no pants stance.
It's like that.
It's already on my list of things. Sean's trying to help, like we don't have show notes that I actually updated.
Yeah, like we both did. Like we were on top of things this week. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Like 3 weeks. So I was like, there's so many things.
Yeah, for you. Yeah, that's true. You're like, I have things to write down. Josh says, I'm fighting every fiber of my being to not post a baby elephant vid on your Facebook right now.
Oh my God, I listened to that episode today. Don't do it, Josh. She gets so sidetracked.
Yeah, I do.
Delightfully sidetracked. I'm not actually bitching about it.
I just realized that I don't have an email.
Oh, interesting. We can write one like she did for me 2 weeks ago.
True.
Which was far more flattering than the one you wrote for her.
I'm sorry, you have to see this.
I did put a little more effort into mine.
They did a study.
Yeah, but yeah. You definitely did.
That was eloquently put.
I know. Well, there were lots of thoughts happening in my head, but none of them
Were there?
wanted to, yeah. I just didn't want to be an asshole.
Since
I know.
when?
Crazy.
Wait, who are you?
Since for a really long time. If I wanted to be an asshole, believe me, I'd be a way worse person and no one would like me.
That's probably true. That's probably true for all of us. I mean,
like we pretend like we have no filter, but we have a filter.
Well, everybody has a filter.
Except Rissy. Rissy doesn't have a filter.
Luckily, Rissy's pretty nice in general, though. So, like, she's generally very tolerant of everyone and loves everyone. So her no filter doesn't get her into nearly as much trouble as a no filter for you or I would.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, so true. Okay. GarageBand?
Yes. Yes.
Let me save mine really quickly. Oh, and Amanda, I'm going to have you send this to me as soon as we finish because I am caught up on podcasts.
Oh, shit.
I know, right? Well, until this weekend when we crank out 2 bonus episodes, and then I'm like, wait, how did this happen?
That's why you're caught up. You've created a buffer for yourself so that...
Using buffer, I've created a buffer.
Indeed.
Okay, what is today?
The 12th.
Thank you. I legit don't know sometimes lately.
I only know because it says it up there in the corner of my screen.
Touche, madam.
Otherwise,
Too-so, madam.
Nicely played.
Thank you. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Oh, that's the other thing I needed to do. Hang on a second.
Yeah, actually, I have to go do something real quick as well.
Okay.
BRB.
Guys, don't leave the stream just because we did. We'll be back momentarily. Actually, in a moment. Being back momentarily means we would only be back for a moment, which is not true because we're about to record a podcast, which takes more than 1 moment. I'll be back.
That's the wrong ear.
Okay.
That's better.
Still not wearing pants.
Duh.
I just wanted to go on the record.
Josh says, both people leave the stream super fucking professional.
We haven't started yet, bitches.
But also, that is how most people describe us. As super fucking professional.
Yeah, it's fine. Super fucking professional.
Professional level super fucking.
Exactly. I was going to say super fucking professional.
You do super fucking in your colon?
Yeah. Wait. No. Wait.
That's
What?
Rissy. I think.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's what she said.
Totes.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Tom Silk says that he just learned the Juggalos are having a meetup there this summer. Tom, if you do not go and take Jeff with you, we're not friends anymore. And you have to take video as well.
Well, of course. Otherwise, we won't believe that you went.
That's true. Pics or videos or it didn't happen is the new pics or it didn't happen.
Yes.
I feel like I should tweet that.
I think vids would be the...
Vids or it didn't happen. Yeah, I like it. Josh says we need business cards now. Bitch, we have business cards. I mean, they don't say super fucking professional, and clearly they should, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Next round, we'll do that.
Exactly. Those business cards will last us forever. Who are we
Yeah, they
kidding?
will. I know.
Vistaprint makes them for so cheap. It's like, let's just stock up.
Right. We'll take 1 million of them.
Roughly.
Pretty much.
Ugh.
And then we will give out 12.
Per convention.
Yes.
Okay. I have hairs going where they shouldn't be going.
Like your cat's butt.
Yeah, that's true.
Call back to something y'all didn't see. Or hear. I only heard about it. I didn't see anything, thankfully.
Well, next time my cat walks by, I'll make sure that you can see it too.
Great. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You did this to yourself. Just remember that.
I know. I did.
Okay, GarageBand. Are you ready? Do you have it? Are you hovering on the record button?
Yes.
Great. Let's record in 3, 2, 1.
I clicked it.
Me too.
Hooray.
Yay, us.
Good job. Good job clicking.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready to start this fucking thing?
Yes.
Hopefully everyone in the chat is as well. Because here we go. Hello and welcome to episode 44 of the Dork Pridecast. My name is Blythe, and on the other side of the webcam is my co-host Amanda. We make up one half of a nerdcore comedy group called the Damsels of Dorkington, whose main goal is to spread dork pride like things you spread.
You're just not even trying anymore, are you?
No. I liked, I was listening to the last podcast where it was you and Rissy, where she was like, are you gonna finish reading it? Are you gonna say like a bad case of herpes? And you were like, no, that's not what we do anymore.
Yep.
Bish, get off Reddit and listen to a podcast.
Nah. There may be things that they do on the Negaverse episodes that I would have no idea about.
It's okay. I tell you about anything important.
That's true. I get the clips that you post
Yeah,
to the various places.
that's true. I give you the spark notes.
Uh-huh.
Amanda, hi.
Hey!
We have not done a podcast with you and I for nearly a month,
Yes.
which is
That is
crazy
true.
town.
It is.
So what?
Yeah, like since Alcon, basically. Since,
yeah, right
yeah.
after all. Yeah.
Which, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's been a little bit.
A minute, yeah. For a weekly podcast. We have not seen each other for nearly a month. What have you been up to?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nope. I haven't done anything in a month. I've just been sitting right here. I haven't moved.
Waiting for me.
Yes. It's been real sad. It's kind of stinky.
Yeah. This is not that movie. It's called Secretary or
Yes.
The Secretary. I can never remember which
I
one.
think it's just called Secretary.
Okay, because there's one that's Secretary and there's one that's The Secretary, and they are not alike. And if you get them wrong, it is very confusing to people.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about, though.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The one with all the boning.
Yes. The weird James Spader boning.
Well, weird James Spader is redundant.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I love him.
But he's a weirdo.
That role specifically weirded me out a lot.
Yeah.
Like he was great on, was it Boston Legal that he was on with Captain Kirk?
Yes.
Who has no other name?
Nope.
The Shat.
The Shat.
Yeah, like I saw a few episodes of that, and that was great. They were both great. Anyway. So what have you really been doing?
So I have actually been listening to a new podcast.
Oh.
New to me. Not new, but it's called Hello from the Magic Tavern.
Oh, we know.
Yes.
Jeff has repeatedly tried to get me to listen to it.
It's very funny. It's yeah.
It's frequently advertised on the podcasts that I do listen to, but I already have a list a mile long.
Yeah. No, a friend of mine has made numerous references to it.
Uh-huh.
And it was one of those like, okay, fine, let me listen to this and like, okay, this is interesting, and then getting into it, and it's.
Is it one of your friends in your D&D group?
No.
Oh, surprised.
Yeah. But yeah, no, there was one point sometime recently where I was listening at work and had to just put my head down on the desk and laugh because this is very funny. But it's pretty good.
I was listening to a Judge John Hodgman episode today, and I was like laughing and just totally grinning from ear to ear, even though I was doing a task that was really pissing me off. And I was like, well, at least I have this. Which is nice.
Yeah, there's that. Sometimes you need something to not.
Podcasts are the best.
Well, I've finally it's been a real hurdle for me to start using my phone for stuff like that. Because
as opposed to what?
My 10-plus-year-old iPod that I have to download shit onto, which like it's one of the like touch, the 64 gig, like it's got a lot of my music on there, and it's always been like I've had shitty phones that either didn't have a lot of space or the batteries would die really quickly. And so I never wanted to use my phones for stuff. So it was always I either have to be sitting at my desk, which sometimes I am at work and sometimes I'm not. Or I have to have downloaded previously onto the iPod, which is a pain in the ass and I don't want to. So I finally just decided to start streaming from my phone and see how that goes. And hey, it's fine. It actually works well and it doesn't kill my battery completely. And so I've started listening to more podcasts because of that.
That's good. It saves my life at work. I mean, the nice thing is if you have a desk job, which you... Yeah, I know. Like, you do, but you don't.
Right.
But if you do have like a normal desktop, you can just plug it in. So the battery thing hasn't been an issue for me ever, I guess. But
yeah, because there's plenty of time where I'm not at my desk, but then at the same time, like I go back and forth enough that like once I go to my desk, I can either start listening through iTunes or just plug my phone in or whatever. So also my phone is better than my previous one, which died instantaneously. So that helps as well, that it can hold the charge. I guess.
Details.
Yeah. You know.
I'm about to have to get a new phone. Today, I couldn't place a phone call. I tried multiple times. I tried turning it off and back on again.
I mean, that's not really what you're supposed to use your phone for.
No, you're right. It's only called a phone. Turn the phone off, turn it back on. Still couldn't make a phone call. Had to have someone else call me, and that somehow magically reset everything, and then I was able to make an outgoing call.
Okay, that makes sense.
I know. It was totally crazy town, so.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Whatever.
What's new in your life, Blythe?
I mean, nothing major.
No?
Nah. I went on a cruise.
Uh-huh.
I was gone for a week. I went to Cozumel and Grand Cayman and Jamaica. I got to hold a baby sea turtle. And I got to climb a folly thing, like a waterfall. But it's not like what you think of when you think of, like, I don't know how you describe it. It's a waterfall-y thing.
Apparently as a folly thing, because that's very descriptive, and we all know what that is.
Well, it's not like a waterfall in the sense of it, like, goes off a cliff and just drops straight down for 20 plus feet. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't know, it's little baby steps mostly, and you could kind of hike up it. So there'd be like, and little areas of pools that would get like up to my chest. But then, and then it would fall again. But again, like most of them, it was a pretty easy little hike up. But
sure. Sometimes
when the current was really going, when it was moving really quickly, it was like, you better hold on to the person next to you, you're going to get swept away, which I actually did fall at one point and almost got swept away, and thankfully people grabbed me. I mean, I was with my 14-year-old sisters who are all of them 80 pounds, and they were the ones who should be getting swept away, but nope, it was me. So that was fun. Oh, we also took a ride in a semi-submergible boat. So it was like, it wasn't a submarine, but there were like windows in the bottom of it.
So more than just like the glass bottom type.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we couldn't actually even see the top of the water from where we were. So that's
cool.
Yeah. And I got engaged. So
yeah, that's
a thing that happened on the cruise as well.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah, I've gotta call you out for the way that you told me about your engagement.
Why?
Because all I get is a picture of Blythe next to Sean, her now fiance, holding up a cake, a dessert of some sort, where they had decorated and it said, "Happy engagement." And I just get a picture, and that's all.
Okay.
So I kind of looked at it, so it shows up, and I know that you don't have great, you had basically no internet there and whatever, but still, I opened it up, I'm like, oh, okay, and I'm like, wait, what does that say? Wait, what does that say?
Well, to be fair, we literally had internet for 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, I know.
So it was, and we were changing our statuses on Facebook and everything, so it was I quickly just sent the picture to the people who I didn't want to find out via Facebook.
Sure.
Although, let me tell you, later on I realized, forgot to send the picture to my dad.
Whoops.
Dad, if you're listening to this, I'm sure you're not. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, we were in Cozumel. My little brother has like a Google phone, but not just the phone, also the service.
Oh.
And so because of that, he could use it in the other countries without crazy fees for some reason. I don't know. I was like, that's badass. So he created a hotspot for us. But it was still costing money and whatnot. So we had to get in and get out really quickly. So it was just like, yeah, I'll tell you later. But in the meantime, surprise, here's a picture. So that happened.
Yay.
I'm excited. So
yeah.
So now I get to decide whether I want to bother planning a wedding or just say fuck it and elope.
I mean,
spoiler alert. Leaning towards fuck it.
It's certainly cheaper.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, I'm all for going to the courthouse and then having like a dinner party type thing afterwards. Like yes. Certainly not the traditional, let's spend a lot of money needlessly on stupid bullshit.
Exactly. On a single day.
Right.
And no, that sounds, yeah, it's awful.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see where that lands. Still up in the air. Anyway, I did do some other nerdy things.
Yeah? Like what?
That's a good question. I scrolled past it, so I don't know anymore. I went to another magic show. There were no dicks this time. I know you're all disappointed. Oh, Amanda, I don't think you were here.
I was going to say, do I know about the magic dicks? I don't think I know about magic dicks.
No, I was trying to explain to Jeff when you were out.
Okay.
I think for your friends.
Yeah, thanks.
Thesis or whatever it was. That there's a private magic venue here, and his response was, where they like hide the penis, and I was like, or they make the penis disappear. And I was like, no, but then as I was trying to explain it, it kept sounding like some horrible porn place.
Or wonderful porn place.
I mean, sure. So anyway, I went to see another magic show last weekend, and Penn and Teller were in town because they were doing some motion capture for Gearbox, which is here in Dallas. So they stopped by and did a real quick piece for the magic show, which it's always great to see them. They're fucking legends, and they're just so freaking good at what they do. So, so that was nice. I finally got to see my friend Brett swallow swords at that show. And
that's a euphemism for something dick related,
see,
right?
that's why. That's one of the reasons. No, there are no dicks.
Oh.
Brett is the one who showed his dick at a show at this venue.
And then he swallowed it.
No.
I
think he's having some ribs removed so he can work on that trick, but he hasn't had the procedure yet.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, Amanda, I want to take you to this place so badly because they do like this variety show, and there's lots of magic, and juggling, and sideshow acts sometimes.
Juggling of geese or just regular things?
Some people do juggle geese, but not at this show. You know, I've always wanted to take juggling clubs and have someone paint them to look like geese, right?
Yeah, I would appreciate that. That'd be awesome.
Actually, could you do that?
Probably.
That'd be really badass.
I feel like enough people would get the reference that it would make it worth it.
And we can make a video out of it so that it would get to more people without me having to carry juggling clubs to every convention we go to.
Yeah.
which is really the reason we never utilize that skill of mine.
Yes, because we generally have enough shit
Oh, God.
to lug around.
Yes.
Like all of our goddamn business cards. Jesus.
Yeah, and our Hayden Christensen masks.
Yes. Our Christian Haydenson?
Our Christian Haydenson masks.
I think is, yeah.
Right. So, but the people that they have come and perform at this variety show are so off the wall and weird. And like Sean has gone to all the shows with me, and half the time he's sitting there going, "What is this? I don't understand what's happening." And meanwhile, I am dying with laughter next to him. And he's like, "Can you please explain to me what's going on? Because you clearly get it, and I super don't." And I'm like, "No, it's like, you're kind of not supposed to get it, but all that like weirdo shit is right down my alley." They closed this show with this guy, and they didn't introduce him like at all. We kept expecting something like, no, he just came out and performed hip hop, I guess is the best way to put it. But
Was it hip hop radical?
Yeah, it was hip hop radical.
Okay.
And he started out in a tracksuit, and he performed his first song in the middle of his first, and like it was weird, and you just didn't know what was going on because you're like, okay, it's not bad, but it's also not good. And also, I came to a variety show, and everyone else has been doing like magic and juggling, and like hoop dancing tricks, and this guy's just doing weird hip hop. I don't understand what's happening. And then he tears off his tracksuit, and he has another tracksuit underneath it. And immediately, I get it. And I'm like, okay, I'm in. Let's do this. By the end of the performance, he has everyone on their feet, like doing the snake back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally climbing through the audience. And by the end of the show, he is in his underwear, full on in his underwear. Yeah, he's made people get on stage and dance with them. And then he's like, now touch me in a weird place. And yeah. So just this weird, super weird, just comedy, like performance art piece that it pleases me. It just makes me very, very, very happy. And
no, I can see why. Like,
yeah. And then one of the jugglers came out and was juggling to, he started his act out by coming out to the Everything is Awesome theme, but he was just pelvic thrusting to the beat, like bump, 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 and just thrusting his pelvis forward and staring at people, like staring directly at someone in the audience. Yes. And then he would juggle, and then he combined it with stand-up, and so he would stop, and the music would stop, and he would tell a really, really bad joke 9 times out of 10, and then he would start juggling again, and you're like, what is happening? It's just weird.
It sounds pretty fantastic.
And I need you to come down sometime when they're doing it so that you can see this, because I need someone who appreciates it the way that I do.
I also want to come down and go to this escape room that you went to.
Well, it was okay. So
I know that that's not there. I know that's in Houston.
It's a touring escape room. It's okay. Hang on here. Let me tell you a little about it. So
I'm gonna ignore you while I look up where it's going to next. But go on.
I think it's only going to one other place, and then it's done.
Ooh.
Oh, hang on though. Hang on. Calm down. Okay. So guys, here's the deal. I went to my first escape room last weekend. And it was Zelda themed. I am not the biggest Zelda fan. We've talked about this before. Not because I don't like it, just because I've not played enough of it.
Sure.
Someone in this house is a giant Zelda fan. So we went with some friends to this Zelda-themed escape room. Unfortunately, when we got there, we discovered this is not an escape room in the true sense of the word.
Okay.
Typically, in an escape room, you go with your group into a room. and then
Right.
usually
there
like
are
a series
puzzles
of rooms.
to-
Right,
yeah.
exactly. And it's usually like a series of rooms. And there's puzzles, and you have to get out of one area and go, and you have to, right. Well, this was one big warehouse room with like 30 tables set up, and your group of 6 got placed at a table. So we're
Okay.
talking like 30 groups of 6.
Yeah, okay. Becoming less interested, but go on.
Exactly. That's why I said don't get too excited.
Yeah. No, that sounds actually kind of lame. I'll just
Okay.
go to a regular escape room.
Now, to be fair, it was better than you imagine. So, they had stations set up around the perimeter of the room, and they were different areas of Hyrule, basically. There was like the Kokiri Forest and other things whose names I don't remember because I don't know why Kokiri sticks with me, but sure does. So you started with your puzzles, and then it would say, like, the puzzle would say, like, figure this out, and then take it to so-and-so for the next piece or the next, part of the puzzle.
Right.
So it was not bad. We were doing really well. And then right at the end, on the very final step, we got stuck.
Which is the way it usually goes for...
Right. And we were pretty sure that we were on the right path. But we couldn't get it to work. And we didn't understand so we were trying different things. So basically, they give you like a badge that has if you're going to do the Zelda-themed escape room, stop listening right now. I think there's only one more stop, so...
It's in Chicago this weekend, and then it goes to New York the beginning of May, and then it's in Canada.
Okay, so
So
we might have a few listeners in Chicago who are going. Don't cheat, guys. Stop listening if you're going.
it's not fun if you cheat.
It's true.
'Cause-
So the last step, like, they gave you this badge that had your group number on it. It was supposed to, let everyone know what group number you were in. And it had like a world map on it. And so the very last clue was when the world is shaded in darkness, the Triforce of Courage will appear. So we had actually figured out that it was a world map before the game even started. So when we read when the world is shaded in darkness, we were like, it's the fucking badge. So we were actually onto it really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So we whip out our badges, we pull the paper out, and then I see a Triforce. Like, in the right light, you could see there's a fucking Triforce on this. What?
Oh, so like some sort of hologram type.
Yes, what is otherwise a regular piece of paper. And I'm like, this is it, guys. We're on this fucking thing. Like, so we take our pencils and we start coloring it. It's not showing up. But I'm like, no, it's right here. Like, I see it. Like, this has to be it. Like, this makes sense. So, we take it over to the guy, and he's like, what is this? It's just a map. This is just a map. And so he literally just totally says, this isn't it. And so we go back to the table, and we're like, okay, this is it. What are we missing? So then we take the eraser and we try to erase, and it looks like it's showing up at that point. So we tried that, and he's like, nope. So we're like, I don't understand. And so we're trying to find someone to help us. They have helpers running around. Plus you could go to the different places and ask them for help, because sometimes you did have to do that. So we're asking basically everyone who works there for help. No one is offering us anything at all. The time runs out and we lose. So then so once it's over, they sit everyone down and basically reveal the, what's the word I'm looking for? the answer, I guess. So they go through all the puzzles.
Solution?
Yeah, the solution.
Yeah.
So they go through all the puzzles, they reveal all the solutions. Well, come to find out, we were exactly right. When the world is shaded in darkness, you're supposed to color over the world map, and then the Triforce appears. Well, it fucking didn't. It didn't.
Well, that's not your fault.
Exactly. And so we were like, what the fuck? And so after that was done, we tried coloring on it again, and we were like, no, there's nothing showing up. How did 11 teams get this to show up and ours didn't? And so we go to somebody and we're like, hey, what's the deal? Because we fucking did that and it didn't work.
Right.
And that guy over there said, no, this is just a map of the world, and gave us no help whatsoever. And they were like, yeah, we've had that issue a lot. But
okay, thanks. That's helpful.
yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. So they basically said, yep, that's a known problem. We can't fix it because Nintendo makes us use these cards that some of them just aren't working. Nintendo's making us use these specifically. And yeah, I mean, that was it. My problem with that is, okay, so if you know that, why didn't your guy, when I said, here it is, why didn't that guy go,
like, yes,
like
you clearly know what you're supposed to do.
Right.
It's
why
not
didn't
working.
somebody say, you're on the right track?
Right.
Keep going, or like maybe
Or
if we
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like throw me a freaking bone here if it's a known issue. So anyway, I mean, we were like, you know what, fuck it, we won. We figured it out, and we should have won. So fuck them. But I was just really disappointed because it was my first escape room, and I was totally robbed of that moment where you get to take the Triforce in, and then they let you in and you get to like get your Master Sword and feel like, yeah, we fucking did it. We won.
Yeah.
So it was like it was like a disappointment, sinking feeling, like, God damn it. And then we're like, hey, we fucking did that. So then we got like kind of pissed off. And then it was like, well, we won, so it's fine. Which is totally different than actually winning it and being like, yeah, having that moment of.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was still fun. Don't get me wrong. I definitely would like to try an actual escape room, not like a weird group deal. And just to be clear, none of the teams were like competing against each other. Everybody had their own things. But still, I would rather have my own space, and like everyone was like bumping into each other and you had to stand in line at some of the stations. I'd really like to avoid all of that and try it again.
Yeah, because normally when you do an escape room, it's just your group. Like you have the whole thing for the 2 hours or whatever it is. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
So
So
it was fun.
meh, but
Yeah.
but kind of meh-y.
Yeah, for sure. May. So. But that was fun. Kind of.
Yeah.
I also saw Logan last night. Have you seen it?
Nope.
I know that you think Wolverine is boring, and I totally get it.
Yeah.
But this movie was really cool.
No, and I'm like, yeah, I think
Amanda,
I think he's kind of boring, but like I'd still tend to like all the movies.
I also cried like legitimately cried like 3
Yeah,
different
that doesn't
times.
mean anything because you cried it.
I cried at the end of everything. You're not wrong. But I cried at like 3 different points in the movie, like almost full on. The only thing that stopped me was I definitely had a stranger sitting directly next to me. So I was like trying to not weird him out.
Right.
So, I'm just saying it was really powerful, and it was really heavy, and it was really good. And the action scenes were great, but it also was just like, it wasn't just a movie for the sake of making a Wolverine movie.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
plus little X-23 was adorable, and I think you'd be really into that.
I don't know what that means, but I mean, I might know what that means, but I'm not going to ask because
That's fine. I don't know enough of the X-Men world
yeah.
to be able to tell you too much, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure yeah.
she's real cute though. I tweeted last night that she kind of looks like what would happen if Kate Micucci and Ricky Lindholm had a baby. I don't know if you know who those two are, but anybody out there who does know,
I do, and
it's real weird. Like, she's cute,
yeah,
but she has these giant eyes that are just a
Right.
little bit too far apart and reminded me of Ricky Lindholm. But all of her other features are like little, and she's dark haired. And I was like, yeah, that's like if Kate and Ricky had a baby. That's kind of it. So, anyway, she's just real cute, and also a tiny little badass.
yes.
I'm just saying, when it comes out and you can watch it at home, I'm literally begging you, because I think
Oh, I'm sure that yeah, that's the thing. Like,
I
once
think you
things
would
become
enjoy it.
available on Netflix, then fine. But the finding time to actually go to a physical theater.
girl, I know it took me this long to get into the theater to see Logan, so I get it. Anything else? It looks like there might be something else for you.
I've been doing some art stuff.
I know you posted some stuff on Instagram and they were so cool.
I did. I actually have them right here. So anybody who's watching can see stuff. Plus one I haven't posted yet because it's going to be part of a thing that I'm giving to someone, so I don't want to post it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So let's see. This is the thing that it's it'll be on a card, like a thank you card. It's daffodils for those who are not watching.
That's so pretty.
So I actually made it first I went to the store and got new colors because I'd originally done it like this, which was in a more muted colors. So I will still use this and keep it for myself, but this will be part of the card. But when I went to the art store to get these colors, these yellows and oranges and whatnot, they had a flyer up for an art show that they were putting on called Bees, Birds, and Butterflies or something like that, for specifically focused on pollinators.
Oh.
Talking about the decline in pollinating species of animals. And so they were asking for submissions for this contest, and that's the theme, and there you go. So I then went home and I made this, which I have now got framed so you can see. Here is, of course, you can't see it as well. You can mostly see the reflection of my computer on the screen.
But you can see it on Instagram.
That's true. It is. It's also on my Facebook. And you don't have to be my friend to see it on my Facebook because that album I've made public, my paper art stuff. So I made this and I submitted it and it was accepted into the show.
Yay!
So it will be, so I have to drop it off this weekend, early next week, and then the show will actually be going on the weekend of Planet when you will be here.
Fancy.
Yes. So yeah. So that's fun. And then I also made this little guy.
Yeah, he's so cute.
This little ladybug on a blade of grass, I guess, is what it is.
I love it. I love it so much.
So that's what I've been doing, because I haven't done any of that stuff in a while. And I did, like, I made the flowers for the card, and then I was just like, I want to do more. And so I did a bunch of other stuff. So, but yeah.
Well, that is
So,
cool.
Yeah. But I think that the art thing will have, they, like, as part of the show, they will also have like a people's choice type thing where they will actually have voting, which I think will take place not only in the store but also through Instagram.
Okay, so you
Yeah, once that starts, I will of course let everyone know, because I think it only goes for a few days.
okay.
But yeah,
Definitely shoot me a message and make sure I know so I can put out the call and Damsel stuff.
Yes. But yeah, so it also like allows me to put all the information up there so that maybe somebody wants to buy it. If they want to buy it, they could buy it, and then I could sell a thing. Because most of the stuff I have had, I've made to give or keep. And someday I will put stuff up on Etsy, but
Well, I look forward to that someday because it's good stuff.
I mean, I like it, and I feel like, because I'll get on Instagram and I'll look at people who do paper art, the various hashtags that you use, and nobody really does kind of the same stuff that I do. Like, most of the stuff I see is different. It's more silhouette or cartoony sort of. So, we'll see. Anyway,
cool.
Yeah, so that was fun. Because, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't know how many people they accepted into the show, how many people applied, but I'm going to choose to believe that it's very exclusive.
Many.
And that I'm just that awesome that they're like, well, I mean, not only that, but like, I figure most people are submitting like photographs or paintings or something. Like, this is kind of a unique. But it's certainly different. It's not your typical drawing, painting, photography. Like, I feel like those are kind of the big ones that they get a lot of submissions for those sorts of things. So something more collage based is maybe a little different. I
like it.
I do too. I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out.
How long did it take you?
That one took me a while, because there was some trial and error with because bees are covered in hairs to collect the pollen. And so the way to make them look fuzzy with paper, so I did this sort of fringing effect that I really, I'm very pleased with how it turned out, which if you go onto Instagram or Facebook, you can see closer up than rewinding and looking at it through a reflection. But yeah, so.
And I'm sorry, tell the people again when that is up in case we have any listeners who are in Kansas City and can go see it.
Where did I put the thing? I put it right here. So the show will be hanging from the 24th of April through the 29th. I think that's when voting is. Yeah.
And where is it located?
It's at Blick Art, like Dick Blick Art Supplies. It's on Main. It's like 41st and Main Street in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yay!
So, but yeah, so they will have, voting will be open in store from the 24th to the 28th, and also by following them on Instagram, they are at Blick_Kansas City. So
follow them.
Yes. And then when stuff gets posted, because
only like Amanda's.
Yes. But yeah, but I have to drop it off there by the 18th, and then it will get hung in the store for a few weeks.
Yay.
So then I can be like, look, I'm sort of a real artist, is what we're going to say.
You are.
Because I do art things, so therefore that's enough
You do art
to...
things.
Yes. Anyway. Yeah, so,
Hey, before we move on to our usual segments, I just want to touch on some quick Damsel information,
yes.
which I'm very excited about.
Yes.
First of all, we are releasing our first patron-only merchandise item. You can see pictures of that on our Facebook or our Twitter. I just posted those a couple days ago, so they're really easy to find. I'm really excited about it. It's a keychain that is also a bottle opener. And it has our little logo on the circle. And I was given one of these from Achievement Hunter a long time ago. I think it's been 5 years ago. It's literally still on my keychain right now. And I use it all the time. It is really nice to just always have that bottle opener on me. It has been useful on more than one occasion since my keys are always with me. And so it's just like, I was just thinking, like, what's the best item I've ever gotten, like, you know, swag item I've ever gotten from a company? And that's it, hands down. So I was like, fuck it, we're gonna make some for us and for our fans. But you can only get it if you are a patron.
That's true. And if you have to become a patron by the end of this month.
Yes, that is the physical item for April, which we charge for. Patreon charges at the end of the month for the previous month. So January, February, and March were our lapel pins, which I had some issues with and have not arrived yet, but they're on their way. So don't worry, guys, those are coming. And the keychain bottle opener is for April, so you still have time. You just have to be a patron at, I think, $10 or higher. So
yes.
So check it out, because it's really slick. But yeah, we're only buying 50 of them. And most of those will go to patrons, and the rest of those will largely go to us and our friends. So
and by that we mean us.
Yeah, mostly. So there'll be a few floating around, but not a lot. We won't be selling them officially at all. So yeah, check. Oh, and also, if you are a patron and you have moved in the past, even the past year, if you've moved, go to Patreon. Check your address, because I'm going to be sending things out sooner than later, and I don't want to send it to the wrong address.
Yes.
It's patreon.com.
So update your shit.
Patreon.com/Damsels of Dorkington, or you can just search for us, obviously. And I'm excited. They should be here in a week or two, and I'm so excited. Okay. The other thing Amanda mentioned earlier, that I will be in town, and Rissy will be in town, and Jeff will also be in town, because we're all going to Planet Comic-Con.
Yes. In town meaning my town, Kansas City.
Amanda's always in town because she lives there.
Yep, it's true. I will be here as well. Because I'm not going to leave, so therefore...
Yeah, please don't leave.
No, I won't.
Thank you.
I got shit to do that weekend. Like, see you guys and art stuff.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So if anyone is going to be there, keep an eye on our social media, because even though we're not doing a show and we don't have a booth or anything, Rissy's alter ego, who is totally not Rissy, yes it is, has a booth with Time Bangers.
Also at that booth, they will be selling Jewelries.
What kind of jewelries?
Well, let me pull up that thing. Which I'm not going to read the whole thing since we've already... It's things that you can go check out at their Etsy store, which is etsy.com/shop/memes of production, where they offer meme-themed novelty items like jewelry made from vintage illustrations and photographs with new products added all the time. So Rissy's co-author is one of the people that we D&D with, and we did that last night, and she was showing me some of her newest things. They've got newer styles of their snap jewelry. She's added some bracelets, some like little compact mirrors. They have magnets and buttons, and they're very clever. Like they're all very good.
Well, I've heard that it's only the dankest of memes.
It is only the dankest of memes is what they provide at hashtag YOLO prices. If you can't make it to their booth at Planet, you can always check them out. Again, Etsy.com. Their store is called Memes of Production. And you can enter the code PRIDE at checkout and get 10% off.
You're welcome.
Yes. That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to put out some information. We'll probably have like quote unquote signings from, like 1 to 3 at the Memes of Production or at the Time Bangers booth.
Right. Yes. We will let you guys know when we will be places so we can meet up and hang out.
We want to see you guys. We want to take pictures. And also, if anybody wants any merch, because we don't have a booth, I will not be dragging a lot of merch up with me. But if there's something you want, let me know. I will be happy to bring it along. Yes. I just don't want to take everything when that's silly.
You don't want to haul a giant backpack around with you everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So
but you'll have Sean, so he can wear the giant backpack.
I won't have Sean. Sean has a polyphonic spree show that weekend, and he can't come with me.
Well, that sucks.
I know. Who's going to hold the camera while we pat water droplets back into Rissy's skin?
I know.
Anyway. So,
fine.
Yeah, email us, damsels@dorkpride.com if you want literally anything. Just let me know.
Just let us know.
You can give us cash or PayPal us or whatever, and we'll meet up. And then if you're there, watch our social media because we might go out for drinks. We might, who knows?
Yeah. We'll keep you guys updated on the haps, I think is what the kids say. Probably not, but whatever.
No, it totally is.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Probably not, but.
All the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the hip and happening youngsters. I'm making it worse, I think.
I think you are.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to stop.
Okay, that's good.
Hey, do you have any news? Do you have any news items that you want to
talk about? Some news items.
Okay.
But I don't know how newsy they are because it's according to Jeff.
Oh. So they're probably not that newsy. They're probably not like Broadway musical newsy.
Newsies?
Yeah. That's where I was going.
Yeah, I got you. I'm right there with you, girl.
Okay.
All right. Item number 1, Jeff says, Josh Brolin has been officially cast as Cable in Deadpool 2. That's going to get weird if the franchise ever returns under the MCU and he has to fight himself while playing Thanos as well. The Thor Ragnarok teaser trailer dropped, and it is pretty much everything I wanted out of a Taika Waititi flick. Now, if I can get Jermaine Clement as Kull, the Serpent, Borson, Odin's brother, then I can die happy.
I know who Jermaine Clement is. That's as much as I got out of that.
Taika Waititi, you would also love. He and Jermaine are in like a little comedy group that does stuff together all the time.
Okay.
So
if they're
and he's directing
associated, then I'm probably okay with that.
And he's also real cute. Just saying.
That doesn't hurt.
It does. I mean, he's directing, so we're not going to see him, so it doesn't matter. But I'm just telling you, he's real cute.
That just makes it better because you can just tell when the director is cute.
Exactly. Plus, his name is Taika Waititi. Like,
Yeah, that's a pretty
yes,
cute name.
please.
Yeah.
Anyway, and like the other boys, he's also Kiwi or Australian. I never remember, and I know they get mad at you when you don't remember, and I don't care.
Okay.
But yeah, they're all from Down Under, so they all talk real cute. Okay, sorry. So
I just looked up a picture of him, and he is very cute.
He is very cute, right?
Yes.
He's like the epitome of tall, dark, and handsome.
Yes.
Okay. This next news item is for Tom Selleck. So the gathering of the Juggalos will be in OKC this summer. So I kind of want to go and people watch. Yeah, Jeff, we were literally talking about this pre-show in the chat because Tom, who's also in OKC, mentioned it. And I said, if you don't go and drag Jeff with you, we are no longer friends. So.
Okay, so before you started that item, I thought you said this is for Tom Selleck. And was wondering where this was going. And then you started talking and I realized you said Tom Silk.
Did you ever see the website called like Tom Selleck? It's called like Selleck Waterfall Mustache, and it was just like pictures that had to have those three elements in it. They had to have Tom Selleck, a waterfall, and a mustache or sandwich because he had a mustache.
Yeah, so I feel like
that it might have been Selleck Waterfall sandwich. I'm gonna find this.
You keep reading the news. I'm gonna look this up.
Okay. All right, cool. Obviously, Uber, United, Pepsi, and Sean Spicer are in a weekly contest of Hold My Beer.
It is sandwich.
And is it Selleck Waterfall Sandwich?
Yes.
Guys, you got to go find it. It's going to be love at first sight, I promise. All right, the next news item, Project Scorpio tech info was released on Digital Foundry, and it looks to be nice. Oh, God, here we go. Rip Charlie Murphy and Jay Giles, I don't know, the guy who played guitar on that stupid CoverGirl song. So, Centerfold, not CoverGirl. God damn it.
Oh, I didn't know that Charlie Murphy died.
I don't even know who Charlie Murphy is.
Yeah, you do.
I do?
Yes.
Hang on.
He's Eddie Murphy's brother. He's done a lot of, I think he did a lot of stuff with like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'll take your word for it. He doesn't look familiar to me, except that he looks vaguely like Eddie Murphy.
He looks a lot like Eddie Murphy.
That's
Yeah.
racist.
No, they're brothers. They actually do look a lot alike.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay.
Tom Silk said, Amanda, believe it or not, I get that a lot. People mishearing my name. And John Latch threw in brother of Eddie was on Chappelle's show. So
Okay.
called it. I knew a thing.
You did know. I was not questioning your knowledge
I know.
of the thing.
I know. I was just proud of myself for knowing a thing because I usually don't.
Okay. The last couple of news items, according to Jeff, is there is a new Troubadours podcast that will drop tomorrow, Thursday, which, if you're listening to this later, is Thursday, April 13th,
Right.
2017. You're
Right.
a time traveler, or
Right.
I'm a time traveler, or we're all time travelers.
So yes, if you're not listening to this live, it either drops today or sometime in the past.
Exactly.
It's yeah.
So Jeff does mention that is after they took an episode break. So don't be alarmed. They're not done. They just took a 1 episode break. They're back tomorrow. So tune in, fools. Alrighty, people, I'm out. Smoke bomb.
It's crazy that he actually
explosion.
wrote all those sound effect sounds in there perfectly. You nailed them.
Thank you.
I wasn't sure how to pronounce those, but you.
I spent
Spot
a
on.
lot of time getting ready and like practicing it in the mirror.
No, I
and,
get
like,
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I recorded myself and listened back to it.
Sure.
And just was like,
You're like, does that really sound like a smoke bomb explosion?
I shouldn't say pew. I should say
Yeah. No, that's I would have gone with the first way and I would have mispronounced it. So
What's wrong with me? Oh my goodness. Amanda, I heard someone knocking on your door like an hour ago. It was very late, but was there a reason they were there?
Oh, the mail carrier?
Yeah.
Yes, they brought me a letter,
It's
actually.
like a late delivery, but hey,
Yeah.
it arrived.
That's why right before we started, I was like, hey, I have to be right back. It was that.
Indeed.
Yes.
Do you want to
And
read
in
it?
fact, yes, it's a letter from Rissy.
Oh,
So,
how nice.
I know. Let me read this to you. It's totally on this piece of paper, this physical piece of paper that was folded up into an envelope. See, I'm unfolding it. Don't look too close. And now I'm going to read it and not my screen. Salutations, everyone. I composed this letter while in the bathroom. For once, I was showering, not pooping. She wrote the letter while showering.
That makes literally no sense, but go on.
The door began to rattle as something slammed into it repeatedly from the outside. Was it a demon clown that emerged from my computer where I'd foolishly been watching the trailer for the adaptation of Stephen King's It?
Why would she watch that?
Because she's dumb and wants to be scared.
Okay.
But no, it was my goddamned cat, who apparently loves me so much that she needs to be nearby when I'm hosing out the old beeve. When I got out of the shower and opened the door, she came in, looked around to make sure everything was in order, then promptly left. This is all a preface for the following story, meant to show that Kitty, as she is known in the realms of men, does in fact exhibit typical feline behavior. No, she doesn't. I've been around this cat a number of times. She's not a normal cat. Anyway, so, Rissy continues, my roommate just got a puppy. He's an adorable ball of fluff, but unfortunately, like many puppies, he quickly developed a taste for cat food. I'm pretty sure that Kitty has never actually seen a dog up close before, so instead of reacting to the puppy the way she would to another cat, murder, she just freaked out and hid in my bedroom for a while. Then Major, the puppy, had to go for an extended stay at the vet's, and Kitty re-emerged from her self-imposed exile. My roommate had put his wet food in the fridge, but left a full bowl of dry food out in the kitchen. Kitty revenge ate the entire bowl of dog kibble. The entire goddamn bowl. It was a big bowl, too, since it was proportioned out for a rapidly growing German Shepherd. And mind you, these chunks of puppy chow are much bigger than her regular Kitty kibble, which she doesn't even like. I have to mix it with soft food to get her to even eat it. I figured she'd just taste it and then immediately reject it, but no, she gorged herself, grunting all the while.
Wait, how does she know she was grunting? Did she just sit there and let her eat it?
Probably.
God damn it, Rissy.
Probably just like, she's gonna eat the whole, when is she gonna stop? Nope, she's not gonna stop, she's just gonna keep. All right then. Rissy concludes by saying, let this be a lesson that cats, A, do not forgive, yeah duh, and B, can consume a lot more than they might appear to be capable of. Which means I'm definitely letting her in the bathroom whenever she wants to, so that she doesn't decide she's going to have to revenge eat me as well. That is wise. That is wise, Rissy.
That is very wise.
I would not put it past Kitty to eat her if
That's
given
true.
the chance.
The cat is wild
Yes.
and adorable.
Yes.
A German Shepherd?
Yeah.
That's
Apparently.
a big dog.
That is a big dog.
I love German Shepherds. I grew up with them, but Jesus Christ, that's going to be a large dog.
Yes.
That's fun.
Yes. And Kita ate all her food. Or his food.
His food.
Yes.
Oh, man. That is crazy. Sorry, I can't get over it. I can't imagine Rissy interacting with a puppy for some reason.
Yeah, Rissy is not a dog person.
No, she's super not.
No.
See, now you're trying to imagine it too and also having trouble.
Yeah. No. Rissy with a puppy. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, I agree. Rissy.
No, I mean, when you think Rissy, you think pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Not
she's
bitch.
She's the biggest.
Pussy, not bitch.
She's the biggest pussy fiend. So,
Yes.
Rissy, we need vids or it didn't happen. Oh, man.
Oh, all right then.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got.
I know. I think that is going to do it for us for episode 44 of the Dork Pridecast. Of course, as always, a big thank you to Sarah Donner for allowing us to use music off of her new album, Black Hole Heart.
By the way, if you're not following her on Instagram, you should be. It's kitten season, and she just got 3 new babies.
She always posts the cutest kitty pictures.
And she
They're so cute.
She lets us name them. So
Yes.
And by us, I mean like all of her Instagram followers.
Yes.
So not like us, but you get it. We're just a bunch of lowly fans. We know that. You can join our Facebook group by searching Dork Pride Worldwide, or find the group on Twitter at Dorkington, and Instagram, which is Damsels of Dorkington. And our Twitter links to our personal Twitter profiles as well. So there's just lots of things to follow. So do it.
Indeed. You can also check out our Patreon. We're at patreon.com/Damsels of Dorkington, where besides becoming one of our very favorite people, you also get access to rewards that are only available there. For example, like our cool new keychain that's only available to patrons if you become a patron by the end of April.
Best example ever. Also, another reward you can get is being thanked at the end of the podcast, like this. Oh, Amanda, I didn't plan for this. It's been too long.
I know.
How do we want to do it?
How do we want to do it?
Do it. I can't keep this character up. We're going to do it anyway. Ready? Okay. All right.
Oh, shit.
You did this. You fucking did this. Yeah.
Shit.
Do it. Here we go. All right. Thank you to Elvis Colston. Do it, Elvis. Thank you.
Also to John Haidt.
That's right. And also Mary Henderson, which, by the way, speaking of engagements.
Oh, shit.
Joshua Griffiths asked Mary Henderson to marry him. What?
And she was like, hell yeah, boy.
Yeah, she was. And they're all like in love and shit. Yeah, they're gonna do it. Yeah, do it. And do it. Also, thank you to Richard Hirsch.
That was a good segue. Good job.
Thank you.
We
can get back into
it. Also, John, I can't. I've lost it.
Just say do it. Just say do it.
John Kozlowski.
See, it's so easy when you just say do it. Thank you to Travis and Wendy Mays, who did it and made Aaron Filson. Only that's not actually true because Travis isn't Aaron's dad, but that's not important. He might as well be. So fuck it. They do it.
Yeah. Do it. Also, Carlos Macera and Gordon Nelson.
That's right. And Marion Polinkin. That's why you took 2 at a time. You wanted me to do that one. That's fine. That's fine, girl. You do the next one. Do it.
Also, fucking John Latch and Darren Wilson
Mhm.
and Alec Teller.
Oh,
There,
shit.
what? I did 3.
Oh, shit, girl. And thank you so much to John Anderson and Zachary Drake and Joseph Harris, motherfucker, and Jeff Peterson. Boom! 4. What?
Oh, shit. Also, do it. Justin Mansfield and Joe Louis and the Great Luke Ski.
Oh my God, the greatest Luke Ski. What? Thank you to Stephen Kendall
and
and
also,
Eric Ruggles.
oh yeah, and Jay Teller.
That is right. And last but not least,
Yeah.
do it, Wayne Wells. What? He did it. You do it. Go to patreon.com/Damsels of Dorkington and do it.
Oh, that was horrible.
I know.
We should never do that again.
I agree.
Okay. Luckily, we don't repeat these, so you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to go through that again. You're welcome. That is it for us. Thanks for joining us, everyone. This has been episode 44 of the Dork Pridecast. We will see you all next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.